Hello, everybody. This is Rose of Sharon, and I'm back again with another book review. I just recently read this really excellent book by Raphael Brown. It's labeled The Little Flowers of St. Francis, and if you are from the Catholic faith, you're most likely more familiar with this than somebody like myself who comes from a Protestant background. The book itself is very intriguing, and it talks about all the different miracles that Francis had. And interestingly enough, Francis is not who you think he is. He was actually quite the playboy. Yeah, who knew? It's sort of like when you do your research on Gandhi and then you figure out Gandhi liked to party. So you think, oh, a super holy man likes his women and wine. Okay, well, I'm not hating on that. I mean, makes sense. Why not? YOLO, right? But anywho, uh, it's really quite interesting. Nick talks about his connection with Brother Ugolino and the different friars in the order and the vision that he had about the order itself, which was similar to the dream that Nebuchadnezzar had. And he actually saw a statue dressed in sackcloth. Now, the statue had a golden head, it had kind of silverish neck and shoulders, and then it had bronze for its torso. Well, actually, not torso, but chest. And then for the belly, it was iron, bronze, of course, later bronze and then iron, I do believe. And then once he saw the legs, they were clay mixed with some iron, which is very intriguing. But the vision itself was indicative of what would happen to the order. And I wonder how true that is. I wonder if that really reflects. I think it does, honestly, because we've seen a lot of corruption within the Holy Roman Church over the years. A lot of things have been brought to light. I respect Catholicism, but there's certain things I just cannot abide within Catholicism itself, I hate to say. Of course, this also talks about the fact that a lot of people were witness to Francis's miracles, which gives more probability for him to actually have been canonized, and it explains why and how saints do get canonized. Some of them go directly to being canonized. I think Pio was one because he had stigmata. But Francis also had the stigmata, which is interesting because I've been doing a lot of research on it, honestly, because before I think I might have, I hope I don't, but it's just something that I ponder because I don't have arthritis, but I do get pains in my hands right in the middle and right in the middle of my feet. And I had a little wound show up on my right foot. It's not bleeding or anything. It might just be a scar or scab, but of course it gave me pause because it's right in the spot where, of course, Christ was pierced in the foot, and I thought, yeah, I'm no saint. I did not ask for this. If it starts bleeding on its own or appears and disappears, yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit uh weirded out, honestly. I really will be. My Catholic friend is going to give me a book on stigmata, so hopefully I can do a little bit more research and come to a definitive conclusion whether I have it or not. Hopefully it is not. But anyways, moving beyond that, I'm not crazy. This is just something that's happened recently to me. Uh, what else can I say? I've been super busy. The book was absolutely sensational. I really loved it. It was woefully short. I recently got into Shadow and Bone. I had only heard of Shadow and Bone, and I really enjoy the series. And then I realized how long it is. I thought, well, I've read Mortal Engines. Mortal Engines was exceptional. I loved every minute of Mortal Engines. I got into Cassandra Clare's work, but to be honest with you, I kind of lost interest with Cassandra Clare, even though I really like the mythology behind all of it. And I like the shadow hunters and just the mythos behind the shadow hunters is all very intriguing. It's just, I think she milked that cow a little bit too long. And I thought, yeah, I've read all this. I love Magnus. Magnus is one of my favorite characters. Um, Claire, of course, her character, what is it, Clary? Or I forget her name. Anyway, the main protagonist. I really love her. She's probably another one of my favorite characters. I just can't think of her name right now. I know her name means um, Claire. And I think it was Claire. Yeah, I think her name was Claire because Claire actually means clarity and purity. I do believe. I don't. I'm not really good with meanings of names unless it's something like Greek mythology or Egyptian mythology or Roman or Norse mythology. But um, regardless, uh, yeah, I kind of moved on from that series. I hate to say, just kind of like how I moved on. Yeah, even though I still love My Little Pony, I moved on from that. I don't really do My Little Pony reviews anymore. I love the music. I'll watch some of those from here and then and now, but I'm more focused on some other series that I'm really involved in and really invested in, like um, I love Shadow and Bone. Shadow and Bone's my latest little little venture, and I love it. But as soon as I watch season 1, I do believe I will do a review of it. I'm in the process of writing quite a few stories or script. I should say scripts. I'm going to be writing some musicals. So I'm finishing up Diamond is Unbreakable, and I will be doing a review of that. So I'm going to be writing three musicals. The first one is called Second Act. It's about people in middle age from 30 on up, because I'm in that age range right now, so it's something very personal. And the second one will be Up, or Upsicle. That's what I'm calling it. That's, for lack of a better name, it'll be called Upsicle. I have to watch Up again just to get the gist of it and get it back into my brain. I have songs already that I've decided that should be in the musical itself, but I saw Ratatouille was able to do it. So even though it's going to be one person writing it, hopefully people will come together like, oh yeah, we can do this. We'll see. I mean, fingers crossed. I've got huge ambitions. And of course, the third musical idea that I came up with is called Man Alive. And yeah, the name is hilarious, but basically it's about this young scientist who, no matter what she does, I mean, she's brilliant in everything, but no matter what she does, she just can't seem to get any sort of romantic life. And people are always asking her, well, when are you going to find somebody to settle down with, have family? Aren't you thinking about that? Of course she is, but she never notices. She never notices. She's totally oblivious to the fact that her her assistant is head over heels in love with her. Problem with him is he's just so shy. He doesn't know what to tell her. He gets his tongue tied whenever he speaks to her because he's just so smitten with her, and he loves to be around her, just helping her. And he's always a gentleman, and he has so many good qualities, and he's actually perfect for her. But of course, there are going to be some black humor moments that I'm going to love because it deals with some exhuming of a grave. It's going to be quite funny, actually, because it's the grave of Burt Reynolds. So, yeah, yeah, it's going to be hilarious. But, yeah, that's just a little bit of a spoiler from Man Alive. But, Man Alive. But, anyways, that's all I have to say. So, until next time. Live long and prosper. Ciao, tutti.